Hi everyone. Today I'm going to do a little video, basically just tips and pointers on your driving experience for Menulog, UberEats, DoorDash, or Deliveroo. I won't be coming on camera. I'm a bit camera shy, so I'll just talk from behind. So basically, to get started on this video, that some of the pointers or tips I would have is that tip number one, you got to treat this as a business. So that means keeping a record of everyday driving, of how much you've earned, how many kilometers you've driven, how much petrol you've used up for as an expenses, and basically keep a record. So I tend to keep a record on my Excel. So this is just a basic one I just set up, and yeah, so every day and how many kilometers I've driven, how many hours I've driven, how many deliveries per that shift. Then just keep a record of the kilometers, starting, finishing, and then the petrol price, how much I've paid or how much I've used per shift, and then the earnings. And yes, after that, basically a weekly summary of what I've done. So that's tip number one. You got to treat this as a business. Tip number two is your car is your office. Okay, tip number two. So basically, I treat my car as my office. This is where all the action happens. So set it up, that will make it easy for you while you're driving. So I have a phone holder, that's very crucial. I recommend getting a good one, around $30 or $40 one, because previously I bought something that's cheaper, don't get good suction, and also the plastic tends to break after a time. So this one's magnetic, which makes it easy to just grab it and put it on, because I think you'll be doing a lot of taking the phone in and out with you while delivering. Yeah, also have a charger or cable to charge your phone. Basically, during this long shift, you're gonna need it, because I found some of the apps that do drain a lot of the battery. And also having the bags, delivery bags. So I've got two Menulog big ones and a couple of small ones, which you can get from Aldi. Basically, you don't have to have this many, but I found that if you're doing, say for example, UberEats or DoorDash, you get multiple orders, and having two really helps, because when you go pick up from McDonald's or Honey Jacks, you get like 4 big bags, and one of these will probably carry two. So if you have two different orders, it makes it easy for you to basically take it and keep it warm for the customer. And these small ones for I guess smaller drinks and any smaller orders. Sorry, so going back to tip number two, um, the bags, you can buy them directly from Menulog. They're about $40, but you can also go to Facebook Marketplace or Gumtree. People will be selling them. You probably could sometimes pick them up for $20 even, but they're definitely worth it. They have good, I guess, good storage and good quality. The other thing I forgot to mention is that having the phone mount, I guess, placed in a position where it's easy for you to see while driving. That's, I think, very important, because whilst you're driving, you don't want to look too far away and have to see what all the information or even the GPS. So keeping it, I tend to keep it close to the mirror, as basically within my sight of driving, so you don't have to look far. Okay, tip number 3. I think when you're arriving at a restaurant or place where you're going to pick up the food, what I tend to do is I park my car reversed, so having the nose out rather than going in first into the car park. I found that if you reverse the car in whilst parking, it's easy for you to get out, especially when the car park or car lot is very busy with other people, driving, trying to get out. It makes it a lot easier for you to actually get out safely without having any issues. Maybe someone accidentally hitting you or you hitting somebody else. Excuse me. And tip number 4, I would say what I usually do is basically take a photo of my kilometers on my car when I start the shift, and then take another photo of the kilometers of my car when I finish. That way I have a record, basically how much kilometers I've driven, and also a screenshot of my for example, earnings from the app. So what that does is that when you come back, or when you have the free time, you just put that on your Excel spreadsheet as a record, so you know exactly what you've earned for the day and how much you've used on your petrol, how many deliveries you've done. So this really helps to keep all the record, and also to give you a a check for how you're performing, for the day or for the week or for the month. And so it just basically makes it all easy for you at the end of the day. Come tax time, at the end of the financial year, everything's there for you. You don't have to fiddle around, go back days or months. You just have everything there ready for you, and just do what you have to do. Well, that was the 4 tips that I have. Maybe it's helpful or maybe not, I'm not too sure, but I thought I'll just share it with everybody. Thank you.